The 2008 post-election violence dealt a major blow to peace-building, national cohesion and integration efforts in Kenya. The government of Kenya perhaps did not do so much in restoring peace as expected, making PeaceNet partners and communities across the country to take up the challenge. PeaceNet Kenya, in partnership with the European Union and the Ministry of Justice, National Cohesion and Constitutional Affairs, is implementing Sikika campaign under the program dubbed Vital Voices and Participation in Development.
Sikika campaign is an initiative that PeaceNet is implementing in partnership with Oxfam, GB, and the Poverty Eradication Network, or PEN, if you like. With the support from the European Union in partnership with the government of Kenya. So this project aims at giving voice to civil society organizations in the country, especially coalitions of peace-building organizations. We reckon that after the post-election violence, a lot have been happening in the area of peace-building, conflict management, and building a cohesive nation. But a lot of these initiatives were largely at the national level. Remember the National Dialogue Committee at Serena, and thereafter tasked even to different commissions, different task forces, National Assembly, the executive and all that. And civil society did not quite have space, did not quite organize to get involved. So this project was developed to get civil society to organize, to get involved in the process of building a cohesive nation.
In April 2011, PeaceNet Kenya commissioned concerned development and management consultants to study, identify and document the best peace practices. Mount Elgon district, one of the regions that were worst hit by this violence, is among the regions where we find the best peace practices. The major cause of conflict in this region was a disagreement over land between the Soy and the Mosop clans of the Sabaot community. This led to a bitter conflict that saw both clans form militia groups, namely the Saboti Land Defense Force and Mod Land Defense Force for the Soy and the Mosop respectively. The clashes left so many people displaced, property destroyed, and many lives lost. However, the best peace practice in this region was the successful integration of traditional and modern conflict resolution mechanisms. Mount Elgon Residents Association, MERA, a local NGO, elders from the two clans and local government administration have jointly used this practice. Among the practices used are cleansing of youths involved in the militia activities, peace negotiations at meetings, peace accord, sporting activities, and recently, Saboti Cultural Festival Day. This has enabled the two clans to interact freely and live peacefully with one another. Sports as a means to peace under the practice dubbed Sports and Youths for Peace has been used effectively in the North Rift region. Close to 40,000 youths have resolved to restore peace in the region through various sports activities as facilitated by Spodia, A-Step, Kesofo and Jumuiya Women Group. Through established and decentralized peace committees, Garissa district recorded the best results in the northeastern province. The conflict here again was as a result of two communities clashing over land demarcation and changing land use with scarcity of pasture, water and other basic needs for both animals and human beings, heightening the conflict. The efforts by the religious leaders to reconcile the communities failed, since the religious leaders came from either of the warring communities. It was the peace practice initiated by PeaceNet office in Garissa that saw the end of the war. The strategy used by the organization was the formation of peace committees and the initiation of dialogue.
We, the Africans, we have abandoned our good values, and we are trying to adapt the modern values which are not working. So they revisited their traditional mechanism, and they are working very, very nicely. And that's how they could even communicate with the people across the border when there is conflict and solve the problem.
This strategy of using peace committees also worked well in Borabu-Sotik border, where the Kipsigis and the Kisis clashed.
To recognize the traditional peace and conflict transformation mechanism. Of importance here is the use of peace committees has been effectively utilized within the conflict-prone area of Sotik and Borabu that are in Nyasa and also in South Rift. The two committees there, that's the Sotik and the Borabu peace committees, they have done a recommendable job.
The coastal region of Kenya witnessed another best peace practice known as the Interfaith-Based Practice. Conducted by Coastal Interfaith Council of Clergy (CICC), the peace practice targeted religious leaders from all four religions, including traditional religious leaders, by training them on various peace resolution measures. Cross-border peace accord is another best peace practice identified by CDMC. The negotiation and signing of peace accord between the elders of Ngamataki clan of Turkana and the Matariko clan of Uganda has ensured sustained peace and sharing of water, pastures and other community resources across the border since 1993. Persuasion and peaceful mediations as a peace practice has been used in the Pokot region, where the youths and the Libons have been rehabilitated from cattle raiding to more productive activities, reducing their inter-clan and inter-ethnic conflicts. In Nairobi and other urban areas, capacity building and youth empowerment peace practices have largely been used through initiatives such as connector projects, peace rallies, sports, peace committees, and peace monitors with much success.
So we cannot classify everything as conflict. So what we can maybe express in just little criminal thieves, petty thieves and all that kind of thing. But as per now, incidences have gone down. According to maybe how we've been reporting, we've not been able to get those incidences. So
maybe to add on that, even joint activities, before maybe around 2009, communities in Isiolo could not come together to maybe carry out an activity. But we see, we celebrated an activity like International Day of Peace together, a Global Week of Action on gun violence, which was supported by her office. And we've seen people coming together. So we see joint activities that were maybe before were not happening, are now really happening together. And she has mentioned the convergence. Before people could not even see eye to eye, and leave alone coming together and sharing a grazing field.
Unemployment, cultural practices, scramble for scarce resources, incitement, and religious animosity are major factors that trigger conflict. Major peace practices including sports for peace, interfaith-based approaches, inter-ethnic initiatives, peace accords, peace advocacy, sports, joint cultural events, and traditional mechanisms have attempted to scale down conflicts and promote peace in parts of the country.